Hello, dirty hair. Oh, there goes nothing, I guess.
Yeah, they got Doom on the Switch now, too.
Doom's been on the Switch for like a couple years now, bro.
So is Diablo 3.
But you should
I've heard that Diablo
not...
3 is pretty okay on the Switch.
Thanks
I would
for the
not
host.
play Doom on Switch.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was like, oh, hey, look, it's Doom.
Yeah,
So funny thing about Diablo 3, Tyler. You have a PS4, don't you?
Yes.
Okay. Get the PS4 version. Surprisingly fun couch co-op.
If only I had a couch and or someone to play co-op with.
Oh, truly we are
Furry.
living in the future.
Next time he comes
Hold on,
to
we're
the
going.
lowest tier Texas city.
Error has occurred. What? How's an error occurred? Let me purchase a game.
But yeah,
Trying to give you
Doom,
money.
you gotta play it on PC or else you are a gosh darn fool.
Technically the same with Resident Evil 2. I played it on the Xbox. I can absolutely see where the PC version is tuned for Xbox controls, but...
You were playing on 1S, right? Not 1X.
Rousec 20.
Stock 1. I played it on
Thanks for the
stock.
follow.
Oh boy. That thing must
Chug.
sound like... Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, if a game happens to crash, and believe me, a game will crash, usually it will be Destiny, because thanks, Bungie. When the game restarts, it sounds like a jet is taking off on my TV tray.
I believe it.
Thanks,
For whatever
US.
reason, wasn't letting me use my PayPal.
I wasn't quite sure if I was gonna have to go for 5-shot strats when Destiny started back up. It sounded like an animal, like a caged animal.
Expiration date. What was that number?
Nice. I kicked him.
I'm always down.
It's like, huh? I would be really confused too. It's like, man, I heard a noise, and then he just got kicked out of nowhere. It's good. I'm gonna steal that for marathon runs.
Nice.
It's
Yeah,
good.
Master of
touch.
stealing from me. Feel honored.
Well, here's the difference. When I steal stuff from you in MGS2 is because you've come up with some genuinely good stuff. When I'm stealing stuff in this game, it's literally for cosmetics and memes. So,
Well,
but
the menu
you never know.
wasn't. The
menu was
wasn't.
not. The menu
that was
was
good.
brilliant. That's good. That's some good. That's some good stuff. I'm very happy with that. Didn't give me record, but man, it pushed it. It pushed it. It's a cute little optimization,
Oh yeah, I love it.
and that's
Oh, no.
pretty much all we're. It's all we're working with now with any % easy is cute little optimizations.
Not gonna be able to use
So-
it here. That sucks. I don't even know where you could use it on AB.
Ocelot potentially. When you plant the C4. Yeah, hot tip, make sure to get rid of your C4 because they'll thank me later for Wolf 2 menuing.
Fair. Unless I just do all stinger strats, which I did in my easy run. I didn't even use the rifle.
Yeah. There was that.
It's just laziness. And not wanting to use the rifle. The way it handles, I hate.
Yeah, it's... I think it handles better than Twin Snake's rifle, but Twin Snake's rifle you really don't have to worry that much because of Pentaz. So... Rifle in this game is more of an art than a science, in a way.
Wait, don't go in the vent. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
Nice punches.
I've not actually done that in a run, but I'm waiting for the day where I'm like trying to run AB. Just even glitch.
I've seen Jag do it a few times actually.
It's the thing is that when I get to B1, I get super serious on any percent. So that's like how I know, because I'm doing AB, then I'm in casual mode until you're out of the cell. Oh, fair question, since Mr. Smoking is in chat. Would you ever run AB on PC?
Ooh.
Fair question. I'm wondering when we're gonna see some more people running AB PC. Jag has finally figured out a way to make it work for him with X-Patter, so you can actually use 2 controllers and not the keyboard for Mantis.
What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a
It's an interesting run.
I'm telling you,
I don't.
shoot!
Interesting is the word I would use. I don't know how great it is. The most awkward part is Wolf 2. We've raced it before on hard. We've done hard races before. Jag and I.
Out of ammo, thanks.
Yeah, you can do GME on AB. Yeah, it's all rules still apply. So basically the way it works is the first 20 minutes of the run are actually essentially the same between console and PC unless you're playing on very easy, and then you pick up the rifle and then the shenanigans start, as you know.
What'd I miss?
Not much. Just talking about all bosses PC.
Nice.
I dangled the carrot at Smoking if you would run AB PC.
Currently downloading 2 games that I just bought on my Switch.
Wow. That's exciting.
Oh, what?
Too close to the C4.
In the meantime, I'll play something on the NES.
Alright.
Emulator.
I don't think I've ever done that.
Is Jimmy allowed in AB PC? Yes, as long as it doesn't skip bosses.
Yep.
And the 4 Horsemen.
You
do
can
not count
only
as a
you can
boss.
only use GME. Like the
Like a
only
handful of
additional boss
times.
you really are going to be able to use GME for a boss is Hind, because unless you are using Stinger strats or Nikita strats for Wolf 2, like it's really only Hind. It's a very nice thing for Hind though. Like it makes the Hind really trivial compared to console, so it's a lot more tricky.
I
I
fucked
was
it
gonna say
up.
one thing good on Nintendo's part is that whenever you get the Nintendo Online and it comes with this like kind of like package with all these NES games, they give you 60 games. That's quite a bit. Oh wait. Oh, wait, some of these are PSTV special. It's like 50 or so games. One of these is the original Legend of Zelda, which I'm interested in playing, actually.
Have you
Original
never played
LOZ.
the original?
I've never played the original. I played bits and pieces of Ocarina of Time.
You could skip the original.
What else is on here?
Like,
The original Metroid's on
go
here.
play Link to the Past. Like the SNES games, Super Metroid,
There's some
and
Zelda 2.
Link to the Past. Zelda 2 is a bit of a weird case, but like
Kid
the
Icarus.
SNES games are just okay. Maybe some people will take heat with this, but like they're just objectively better than the NES counterparts, Metroid and LOZ.
Ooh, they have got Gradius on here? Yo, I actually kind of want to play Gradius right now. That sounds like a good game to play.
Yeah, smoking. It's fun. Like, and now that cutscenes won't crash, the reason why I stopped running AB is that I got like the last time I ran AB PC, I got a cutscene crash and I was like, fuck this. At Mantis, I'm like, I'm not doing this. No way.
Well, now that's been fixed.
That's been fixed, and yeah, it's still not that hard. I mean, there is some tricky stuff you have to deal with, but like if you're playing on easy, I mean, tank is pretty simple. Cell fight is simple. Ocelot's fairly simple. Mantis is a bit tricky. Wolf 2 is tricky. Hind is a gimme. You don't even fight the 4 horsemen.
Oh, it's rusty.
Yeah, you want to go upright until you hit the right tread and then go up.
Yeah, just kill me. Upright till I hit the right tread, is that what you said?
Yep, it's the tread mark. I believe it's the right side of the right tread mark, and you go up. But yeah, like, it's a good way to breathe life into the game since you've run a lot of any percent. Like, I'd love to see more of the any percent PC runners.
I went too far, I guess.
Yeah, that's not the tread mark. It's like it's the tank tread mark in the snow. When you cross that on the right side, you hold up on D-pad. I do the start of this on D-pad because it just makes movement more predictable. Okay, I think versus is done.
God damn it.
Forensic's buying Tekken. It's over.
Oh, really? But on what console?
I'm assuming PS4.
It's got convinced from playing Smash.
You know, I play Smash.
Yeah, it's the right side of the tread mark.
Oh, like 4 more pixels. God.
Yeah, so this strategy is tricky, but yeah, like, but you were actually at the tread mark this time. Yeah, I would not suggest going straight into extreme because you're gonna have some trouble with Wolf 2 for sure. Like, it's really annoying. I still recommend anyone to learn on easy. Alright, versus I think is done. Sure it actually is what it is.
Oof, Forensic does not have a PS4. I thought he did.
Did you get an Xbox One?
He has Xbox One and a Switch.
It's 978 megabytes. Man, the colors are bizarre in the opening scene. This is gonna be fun to watch. can already tell. The only thing is that when I watch it, I'm probably gonna have to watch it twice. Watch it once, Roy, and then the second time I'll watch it and take notes.
That's not a bad plan.
Forensic, what is the requirements? Why does it still say I'm playing Tekken? I don't want to play Tekken anymore.
Never heard that one before.
No, like it says like Tekken currently running, but I've had it closed for like the past like hour. I'm like idle.
Why does it say 0 out of AC4? What the heck?
Yeah, I was gonna say something about that.
What?
Howdy.
What?
Good afternoon.
Oh, I'm so confused.
Good evening.
Also, your Steam saying that you're still playing the game means the process is probably still hanging somewhere.
I know, but it's been doing that lately, and I don't know why. It does that every time I like open it once and then try and close it. Like hangs for whatever reason.
It was just
Okay,
a
boys,
stuck menu.
I need some new split noises. Taking applications.
Go to Caleb's clips. You'll find gold there in Caleb's clips.
I'm not going to Caleb Hart.
No. We run a PG stream, thank you.
I can't believe Tyler's like, look, none of these people have anything worthwhile. Just go to this popular
I never said that.
streamer
I'm
instead.
just throwing the first popular.
Just use Caleb Hart audio.
MGS1 maybe is the funnest to speedrun.
I've set up so every time I reset, it does the nut noise.
Nice. But you don't stream, so how are we gonna hear it?
Whoa.
My instance, the largest instant sound button.
Well, I've mostly learned MGS1 80% easy.
What? PC?
This is the worst.
Emulator.
Oh wow.
The
Yeah.
only issue is I'm having some issues with EPSXE or whatever the fuck it's called, where my codecs bug out, and I can see like the gameplay screen that's supposed to be there behind the behind the codec. It's really weird.
What is you have like the longest streak of issues with emulation. And now it's migrating into EPSXE MGS1.
Which should be fine, as far as I'm
It
aware.
should be completely fine. Never heard of anyone having that issue.
Also, the screen ghosts really bad when I crawl through the water in the vent.
You must have some sort of setting on with your emulation that's causing some serious issues. Or
It's
you
the
have some
upscaling,
super bad. Okay.
but
yeah.
But if I turn the upscaling to original PSX quality, it's so bad that you can't even read how many items you have.
Just gonna link how I set it up.
I also tried to use BizHawk instead, but that just flat crashes.
I'll post it in wipe text.
Yes, sir. If all else fails, I'll go to PS3. I can imagine they're about the same speed.
This tutorial is the worst ever.
Roughly, but
It's making that
you'll
up.
probably have a better time on emulator.
Oh yeah, there's less input lag on emulator.
Yep, and you have more controller options and binding options.
But I learned all the glitches required, not that any of them are particularly difficult. I'm assuming weapons glitch is somewhat difficult to get consistently, but
Yeah, it's not a difficult glitch, it's just difficult to always get on first go.
Yay, we're ahead.
Oh, nice. Hell yeah.
Oof.
I
That's
thought
a big.
I was
big
like
time
worried. I was honestly a little bit worried, but then I'm like, wait a minute. This guy's got 16 minutes to save. He's got this.
Right.
He's got to save another 18 or something. But yeah, that's how I set it up. Well, just like the GPU configuration. It's pretty much standard.
I will take a very quick look.
Midweek Madness Lego franchise, 75% off select titles.
How many shots on normal before you throw the grenade on Mantis?
Oh,
11?
trouble remembering off the top of my head.
Something weird.
The strategy shouldn't even work.
I think I'm using a different version of the emulator that you are. In fact, I am, definitely.
What
What are you
version are
using?
you using?
The one Lime sent me. Yours says configure EPSXE core GPU. Mine says configure Pete GL2 core.
Yep,
Mine's
don't
not
use
on Pete.
Don't use Pete's.
This is the one I got from. That's the one I got from you, Limes.
And he's blaming you. Oh gosh. Okay, so you go to configure, config plugins video.
Don't move.
Select GPU core 2.0.0.
Alrighty.
And for Mantis, it's
Okay, let's go. I know this
11.
place better than you.
Okay.
11
I'll be
shots,
point
then
man.
throw the grenade.
Follow me.
Yours seems to be pretty much standard settings.
That's
Yes.
strange. There's no guard.
Alright.
What
Oh
happened
no,
to
I need to plug my
music?
controller in or nothing's going to
I'll
work.
keep a lookout. Make sure
Mm,
you're ready, okay?
Emulator on keyboard only, let's go.
do wireless.
I mean, you know,
I don't
you
have
could
a
run the whole
wireless.
game on keyboard.
That would be
For sure.
silly.
Ah,
I mean, I
Tom
guess
did
if you
that
got
for a
used to
long-
it.
Trom did that for a very long time on PC.
Yeah.
Come on, Mr. Foxhound. The commander is waiting.
I wouldn't personally recommend it, but you know, it's not like playing MGS2 on keyboard. This game is way more viable on keyboard.
MGS2 on keyboard is interesting.
That's a very charitable and probably misleading way of putting it.
Oh no. Oh, derp. Alright, it's stretched to widescreen. I don't want that.
I'm glad you don't want that.
Looks awful.
That's why you have stretching mode on 4x3.
Hey, Limes, it was L2 and R2 to avoid alternate round, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meryl, stand right where
Yeah.
Because I did that by accident yesterday. I'm like, what are these guards and why am I getting seen everywhere I go?
Yeah, it's noticeable the moment you start.
Yep, because the guard walks up to where you crawl under and I got seen
Yeah, you'll
straight
get
away.
spotted. Yeah, you'll get spotted like the moment you pop out.
No! It cannot be! No!
Hey, Tyler, Sergeant has a question for you in general.
What does a
technical
move
question.
with bracket around it mean?
Yeah, I didn't understand that either. I thought maybe you would know.
I don't know.
Never seen that notation before in Tekken.
Neither have I. Might be someone wording it weirdly.
I'll take point. Snake, you
Oh
follow
my
me.
god, I just fucking goofed. I was...
Does RAM manip work on emulator?
Yeah.
Doesn't work on very easy or on PC.
Right.
Oh, that's the capture button.
Man, Eerie. Oh man, MGS1 is just getting
Snake,
more
what's
and more
wrong?
exciting.
I thought you were good
Yep.
with dogs.
MGS2 is on its way out.
By the day. Yep.
Is it?
Sayonara.
I do a lot of things,
MGS2.
but I don't make this game more exciting.
This place is mine.
Nonsense.
I
I'll
don't
take
believe
point
that
again.
for
Stay back,
1
okay?
second.
You can have world record
get-
in alternate round in no
Since we can't
time.
use the mine detector either.
Leave it
I
to
don't
me.
think you understand. Like, anytime someone new learns MGS1, I get excited. It doesn't matter if they're bad at the game, they're new to the series, they're old to the series. It always tingles my heart in all the right places. So,
This was like the first game that wasn't a mascot platformer that I ever played.
So, what do you think? Pretty good, huh?
How did you know where the mines were?
Yeah, other than
It
Super
sounds
Mario
weird, but when
bullshit when I
Mandy
was
spoke
real
into my
little,
mind,
this was my
I
first
was able
game.
to see where the mines were
Mascot
placed.
platformer.
Are you
Yeah.
impressed?
Well, a
So-
little bit.
Except mine was Crash
Only
Bandicoot.
a little?
Hey.
Mine was Super Mario 64.
You know, I never ever finished that game. I've never owned a Nintendo 64, but I did try and play the DS version.
Meryl.
Ah, you douchebag.
so is it looking correct?
Ah,
Yuri?
yeah, it's perfect now.
Okay.
I'll have to check mine, but I'm 99% sure that's not using Pete's because it's crap.
I think the config file is not in the same folder as the emulator.
It should be. I have all mine centralized there, so it should be. I don't have mine scattered, like in documents or something.
Well, regardless, mine loaded up the config I had from the other thing.
Or maybe it might have been pulling from app data,
Possibly.
which I don't know if
Oh yeah.
it leaves anything in app data.
Eerie, will you let me know when you are mailing the Vegemite?
I will. I have to get a new job first because I got laid off, but when I have a new job,
I
have a job interview tomorrow.
Some Redskins.
Watch
No, these are candies, not a
That tastes like milk.
questionably named football team.
I'm gonna send you like the large majority of the bag because I don't really care for them all that much.
All right, nice. I get overpriced candy for free.
Yeah, it was severely overpriced for what you get.
Yeah, when I saw that bag, I'm like, oh boy, that is prime 100% scalping.
Well, you got to remember they're not local. That's so the logistics of getting them in the first place. Fuck! I keep missing the load zone behind the door. Also, speedrunning Metal Gear Solid whilst eating chicken nuggets is a newfound skill I've discovered.
I have some?
I've got like one left.
Darn it. Maybe next time. Okay, along with Exodia, let's go. Exodia obliterate.
I feel like if I ever do multiple attempts of this game in a row, I'm gonna have to take like a 5-minute break just to rest my hand.
I gotta learn these menus.
Silent is streaming Tekken? Oh fuck, I need to go help him.
Oh, bye!
Duty calls.
Now I'm all out of chicken nuggets and I'm a little sad. Must remember to get PSG1. I keep forgetting it.
You doing any percent?
Yeah. I don't think I have it in me to mash for that long for all bosses.
Yeah,
I guess.
I don't blame you. It's rough. It's tough.
I might learn all bosses, but I wanted to do any percent.
I mean, like, you know, you'll lose time from just casually mashing, and let's be honest here, like, casually mashing isn't really that big of a deal when you're starting out. Because if you think of it this way, if you're not putting a whole lot of effort into your mash when you're learning, that means you have free time, say, for when you're like, okay, I'm gonna tighten my belt and put my arm into it, you know?
I don't know. I'll probably just do somewhat effort, because if I casually mash, I do it with my right hand. If I actually go for as fast mashing as I can, I use my left hand. Which some people find weird because I'm right-handed, but I mash fast with my left hand.
It is odd.
That was really good.
That was a good wolf.
Yeah. Nicely done.
Waiting for Johnny to need the toilet, so I am watching your run.
You win.
Had enough.
So, you're human,
Oh no, you're catching up to me.
The torture will stop as I promised. But I'll take the woman in return. I'll have my fun with her.
I mean, he started 35, oh, maybe like 28 minutes
I
before
hope
me.
you can still look at yourself
If you
in
wanted
mirror,
the
my friend.
dumbest race ever, you'd have a Twin Snakes versus MGS1 console all bosses versus MGS1 any percent console versus MGS1 PC any percent versus MGS1 PC all bosses all at once.
Damn, I caught a cold. That witch. She took my clothes.
Does punching matter in here for AB or no?
No, not that I'm aware of. This is like a...
It's the auto scroller, like the second phase.
Yep. That is from my testing. I, of course, welcome anyone to challenge my testing and show me that I'm cool, but...
That's the question is, should I learn the original Metal Gear?
Like, MSX?
No, the original Metal Gear style, excuse me.
Oh.
I mean, I am, and I'm really enjoying it.
It's a great game.
What you said the other day was the only thing holding you back was Rad. I'm like, well...
I'll get over Rad.
Can't control that.
Well, if you really want to control it, you'd, like, grab some claymores, plant them at all the holes, and you're good to go. Or pick up the SOCOM, like, for any percent. Just pick up the SOCOM, and then it's really, like, you just auto-aim to the rat. Like, it's no problem. Take the little bit of a time loss. SOCOM is, like, really, 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 really good for the rat.
A little bit of time lost to have control of the rat RNG is worth it, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, well, you know, it takes out the execution issues that can happen with the Stinger, because you can miss the missile or mistime the shot and the travel, etc. So SOCOM or Claymores, I would probably say SOCOM. The only thing with SOCOM is, like, I don't know how viable it is to run on alert on the helipad with that, but I mean, you just use rations, whatever. Rations are free at the start anyways. So you take, like, a bit of a time loss just to make sure you have, like, a very viable method of taking out the rat. So it's
Shit.
a lot is made of the rat at a high level, but that's just because it's just the reality of the situation.
Oh, jeez. He's coming back. See you later.
I'm trying
As
to
long as
learn
you-
Armory, but I must have done something wrong, because the second guard saw me as I ran past. Am I supposed to skate past him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Skating.
Like, skate past him? No, just get past him. Like, don't run with your chaff out for too long. You gotta, like, slow down a little bit.
Right.
And then just run by the guy tightly.
You mean when you're going
To get the
into
PSG
room?
one. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just have to hug the corner.
I did, but he heard me and he turned around.
How the hell did he hear what?
Here.
My footsteps. Like, he turned around. He's like, what is that noise?
What?
I think you might have brushed up on his clothing and he noticed you.
Oh, yeah.
He didn't hear anything.
Right.
Because if you go close enough to a guard in this game, like it's basically like you're graze touching them. Like, you're just grazing their clothing. They'll feel it and they'll turn around.
Interesting.
So that's why, like, hugging the corner, you gotta hug that corner real tight, or else you could, like, run into that.
Ah,
guard.
yeah, okay. There we go.
I think you could also probably quick throw him, but not necessary. Probably would add more issues than anything. Nice thing about any percent Roy is it's probably never been easier to learn it. Especially after the barrier trick for Wolf 2. Because back when we had to use explosives again for Wolf 2, that was really rough.
High quality speedrunning strats. Throw the chaff grenade at the guard. Works 0 out of 10 times.
Had enough of nothing. That's right.
Okay, so line up with the PSG1 box to avoid that laser.
And real nice thing about learning on emulator.
Save states.
Easy save states. Very good.
Well, I should learn console because I've only got 2 fucking upscalers sitting here that I'm not using.
Yeah.
You have a US copy?
Oh, yeah.
Nice. I mean, naturally, PC is easier, but, I mean, it would be nice seeing that sweet line quintupling with the OSSC or whatever.
Oh, it's pretty.
I bet, for sure. Yeah, how is that thing, by the way? Have you put it through its paces a bit?
I've played with it a little, yeah. It does exactly what it says it's going to do on the box. It makes your games look sexy.
That's good.
I was surprised that was the box copy, too.
To confirm, quick throwing him works just fine.
Who?
The second guard.
I've never personally tried it, but it should be fine. It doesn't really matter because, like, unless you're doing the fastest strat, like, you're on a bottleneck anyways.
So actually,
but now that I think about it, I think if you go fast enough, it might actually be more worth it just to go up the left side. I don't know if you can, though. Armory is such a nuisance on console.
So much that I actually need a memory card and started to fuss with this. Let me go grab me some Metal Gear.
All right. Alright, time to suck at Repel. Yep, me and you both, but I just need to learn it. It's not that bad.
The good news is...
Oh, it was halfway decent. Now it's bad.
Yeah, the final set of bullets from the chopper is like the tricky part. Sometimes on lower difficulties, I'll wait out the shot just so I don't get my jump interrupted, because it's a huge pain in the ass. Look at you doing the D-pad movement. Oh.
I had to stun the spare, so that's why I didn't do the grenade thing. Otherwise, I would have done the grenade thing.
For the better, honestly. Oh man,
I do like that strat though.
It's really cool, but it's also just like so goofy. It's less worth it on all it's actually pretty much not worth it on all bosses, because the reason why it's so good on any percent is that you set up your menu for weapon glitch. Here, it makes no difference, because the next thing that happens is whatever weapon you have is going to be switched to SOCOM. So, alright. But yeah, smoking. If you are in the neighborhood for learning...
Hey, my internet is back.
All bosses.
Huzzah.
Yeah, I was wondering what happened. If you're in the neighborhood for learning AB, just ask questions. Thankfully, some of the pieces are there, but that's like the next big tutorial project and science project that's going to take some time. Because, yeah, stuff's rough. Really, the weird stuff about PC all bosses is like you can skip the Otacon cutscene trigger with the GME. You skip the 4 Horsemen with GME2.
Our boy Ed likes the rappel.
Rappel is cool. It's just that it's a really tough sequence in the game to do fast. That's good smoking. Like, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see more people
I'll risk it.
Giving it a go. Oh man, that is gutsy.
Yeah, I'll risk it. I'm gonna save him for Wolf. I'm gonna do the lazy strat for Wolf.
Bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off.
I could do quicker shots, but I'm just playing it safe because of ammo.
No, the dog.
Oh, baby. Very nice, Roy. I think I should drop this in D-Lime's chat for anyone who wants to see this, the ooey gooey OSSC.
If I had physical integral, I would play this on my PS2. Alas, I don't have a physical integral and I don't have a Japanese PS2.
Yeah, and really smoking, like, you already know the end game. It's the same thing. So it's not like you're really got to deal with much there. End game is end game. You already know what to expect. The only thing that I would suggest is not using Stinger for Rat, using the SOCOM. Otherwise, you know, you just get more options. That's nice. More options is always nice.
Oh, Hind versus Harrier. I would much rather do the Hind any day of the week.
Oh, fuck.
You say that and then D-Limes misses a shot. Oh, baby.
Close.
Well, it's one more shot. It's not too bad. Yeah, that title screen looks very crisp.
Mm-hmm.
That shot of that cutscene, the motion makes it look a little bit hazy, but the title screen looks really nice. Pretty much looks like pretty much godlike. Of course, I am quite partial to seeing it on a CRT. It looks really good on a CRT. The
oh,
codec
I like that.
screen
I'm looking
like,
at the picture right now. That's nice.
the codec screens are like perfect for a CRT filter. But I can't deny the look of that.
Oh no. No! What is with this throwing a guard at the same time as he knocks me over? Nonsense.
On the tower climb.
Yep.
Yeah, it's fun. Welcome to MGS1.
Oh.
You almost got it right, but you were just a little bit too late. If you threw just like a couple frames earlier, you would have been fine.
Elevator any old time now.
Yeah, this is a little optimization that I realized is...
Go get
well,
the
that's
ration while
happening.
you're doing the
Yep,
elevator.
Exactly. I mean, picking up the ration doesn't lose that much time, but
It's just
you're not doing
frames.
anything productive. Frames are frames, of course.
They are.
Too late, Snake. Now die.
Yeah, be really glad you don't have to do this smoking. This encounter is really annoying. It's so goofy on PC, like, you GME to skip a cutscene trigger, and then after you fight the Hind, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go fall to the snowfield now. Now I'll fall to the snowfield.
Well, congrats, Roy. The strat that you don't know how to do, the knock on the wall and then run under the elevator.
Knock on the tank?
No, he's talking about the dock.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright. Time for Goofy Wolf 2. All stingers.
I mean, this is This is a very viable thing. I mean, this is something Copper brought up a long time ago, or when we were moving on to PSTV, like, well, you just use all stingers for Wolf and you don't even have to worry about sniping whatsoever.
Or menus.
Or menus, but that's, you know, that's a thing, for sure. It's just that this is like, now you're completely reliant on her hiding. It's like the absolute reverse of what you usually want.
Take a chance. Once in a while you can get her while moving. I've got her while moving.
I'm just gonna kill those guards.
Ow.
That is the tree behind the tree. You have to fire. You have to fire a little bit to the right so it curves around the first tree. I did too, smoking.
I think I might pick up the extra stun grenades before the commando room, and I'll do 2
Later,
stun for
fucko.
walkway. It's a bit easier.
So at 5x, my monitor is out of range. So I'd have to do this at 4x, but
Oh boy. What
whatever.
a shame.
Got her while moving.
Don't complain. It's
Got her again. Not gonna work.
Ugh. Actually having to snipe for the sniping fight, Dan's game.
Ah.
I lost all my time because of that. Awesome.
Oh man, what am I doing?
Now, mind you, that I'm doing this with 12% scan lines.
Okay.
And it looks accurate. Like, I find that a touch of scan lines takes care of, like, weird flicker and shit like that you sometimes get.
I couldn't notice. I had to like open the link on Chrome to actually see the scan lines. I couldn't even notice on Discord. But yeah, I can
Still
see it.
going. Absolutely.
But this
Already
looks
done.
exactly as I would expect it to, you know?
Yeah, it looks real nice for sure.
Dump this down to line mode 4 for a second here.
Oh my gosh. Work glitch.
Oh man. Going for grenade strats. What a baller.
Snake.
When I did my AB runs recently, I was like, no. Just using Nikita, forget about it. You're in so deep at that point, you're like missing the crane. It's like heartbreaking.
Oh, this is terrible. Choke the man, please.
What the heck is that noise?
That would be
is
my
that me?
gamepad vibrating.
Oh, okay.
I have it resting on my leg. Because apparently the Elgato does not like line 4x, but it'll run line 5x just fine.
Uh-oh. Sounds like we're getting closer and closer to 2x.
Well, I can get the Elgato to do some dumb stuff. I can coax some stuff into working with it.
I guess this is the one thing where having the retro tank is not so bad because a lot of capture cards have some.
Yeah.
They get a bit uncomfortable with all these line multiplier modes.
You will possibly not have that problem. What was your capture card again?
Old Avermedia HD something or another. I can never remember the name. It's so generic.
Surprised Iceman hasn't popped in at all. Usually has an antenna for these things.
MGS1?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It makes sense that you would apply scan lines for that monitor since those monitors don't have scan lines natively, right?
Not that you can really see.
Nicely done. You didn't die to Raven.
Now we're 5 minutes ahead. Jesus Christ.
Man, this has been a roller coaster.
Wow.
Look at this guy. He's on pace for 4th. Though he actually had 4th beforehand, I think.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. But it's not a 30. Just the juicy thing.
That is 11. Maybe I'll do an any % run after this.
What?
This would be another 30-ish minutes, so it won't even be midnight yet. I got plenty of time.
Alright, now to do Wolf weapons glitch. So do you unequip the card as she shoots you?
Left ply would explain it. Explain it way better than I can, but yeah, essentially. Old is gold, gotta love MGS, hell yeah.
Oh my lord.
You're holding triangle, right, Eerie?
Yeah. Ah!
Alright, Rat, where are you gonna be?
I thought you said this one was easier.
What's that? The barrier?
Wolf weapons glitch.
Yeah. I mean, I think they're equal. It's easier because you don't have to use explosives. You just use the barrier, but the same methodology still applies.
I know the methodology is the same, but I just need to practice it, I think, is the thing.
Oh, I didn't do the thing. No one's still come anyway.
I like the fact that I'm slowly but surely making everyone on staff run this game. Oops, only MGS1.
Hey, there we go. I wonder who discovered that glitch, to be honest. It's like such an odd thing to do by accident. The weapons glitch.
That was Slade. Slade originally found it, and then Thrillness and Magnum 66 replicated it.
You have to run MGS1 to be on staff. Requirement. Hey, power up.
You have some pretty good things on your resume. The only problem is, where's MGS1?
Yep.
Look, I'll take Twin Snakes, but that's as far as I'm gonna go.
Yeah, we don't need any of this MGS2 bullshit. The game is trash. Kappa.
Clipping only the part where the Kappa isn't in.
Oh,
Lives exposed. His project.
I think I'd done TTS before I applied for stuff.
In all honesty, my favorite game is MGS2. MGS1 is second, though. It always has been. Can't complain. Having fun.
So, how do you change discs on this? Oh, there's a thing for it. Okay.
You just change discs. You just do it.
Forehead.
Just change the discs.
Or you have a CD drive and literally.
I actually used to do that for the PS1 emulator. I used to have 2 CD drives in my computer. So I would just tell it to load the second disc from the second CD drive.
What, MGS2? What do you mean? Like, that's my favorite game. MGS2 is my favorite. MGS1 is it's second. I'm not gonna say close second, but second. Oh, I didn't use a chaff. I can't do that. Yeah, MGS1's second for me. To each their own, exactly.
Interesting. If you miss the elevator with the chaff on the way down, it'll still buffer just outside the elevator.
I'm also a sucker for VR too. I like the VR in both 1 and 2. I probably like them equally, to be honest. I probably played more VR growing up than the actual main game itself.
You're a weird child, Limes.
I am a weird child, thank you. I've only played the first act of 4, so I've never completed it. It's on my list to do casually, but I don't think I'd ever speedrun it.
I would also never speedrun it, but I'm definitely finished it.
Oh, that's what I get for not equipping the PAL card. Yay. What much of a novice I am at this game.
Fun fact, the actual part where you play as MGS1 Snake and MGS4 is just MGS1. It's literally the MGS1 game files, and it uses the PS3's emulator to do it.
Yeah, I know. I didn't know I'd spawn right there.
That was less for you and more for the other guy.
Metal mooses.
Insert disc 2. I did insert disc 2. Change disc. ISO. Integral disc 2. Okay, it's not working.
Did you press start?
Yes, I did.
You're at disk change and you're pressing X on the emulator and then inserting disc 2?
Pressing what on emulator? X or escape?
Start.
Or start. X.
You press start when it says.
Oh.
Right back.
Wait, will this automatically detect the disc? The second disc? Or do you actually have to manually select it?
You need to change the disc in the emulator, then press start once the text pops up at the bottom, which is probably something along the lines of insert disc 2 in Japanese.
Oh.
Do you know how? Did you get to the change disc area where you select the second ISO?
No, I decided to change the disc in the tank hangar to see what would happen.
I don't know, I'm just making sure.
I didn't realize you had to press start.
Yep, you gotta press start.
MGS1 VR is way better than 2. I can get behind that just because a lot of 2's VR is repetitive to a degree. But I still think there's equal in my book, just because I like 2 the most. If there was more unique levels in 2, then it would be the better VR, but it's not.
Well, the good
Not
news
equal.
is, pound for pound, obviously, the best is Ghost Babel. 90 levels of pulsating pure excitement, like riding on conveyor belts with a box.
So, fun fact, if I do something that the Elgato does not like, sometimes I have to reboot my machine. It's weird like that.
Why did the crane have to be all the way over the other end of the ledge?
You need to learn to look at the radar.
Yeah, well, I might just actually pick up the Nikita when I first start this.
You didn't pick up Nikita?
Yeah, it's not.
I will.
I would starting out, even though I didn't.
Listen to this guy. I would starting out, but you know, I didn't need to.
Not for me.
Not for me, but for you.
I discovered that doing that just wasn't for me, so I stopped doing it.
Oh man. Or
you may decide
just do your 20% runs on hard, and you have no choice.
Right.
Why have the choice to be faster when you can choose to be on a slower difficulty?
So, probably a silly question because I haven't really looked at it in a while. Is hard mode still a pretty short leaderboard, or are there more people coming to hard?
That is definitely the most, aside from VE, it is the most obscure difficulty.
Sure.
It's just I mean, it's less obscure in this game than MGS2, I would say.
Yeah, and 2, it's the weird bastard child of difficulties.
I think hard's fun, but it's more fun on all bosses. On any percent, it's just kind of bizarre, but it's got its own thing going on. Like, you can only hold 2 rations, and you know you can tank a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot. And,
I'll tell you which variety sucks is level 4 in MGS2, the sniping one. You have like 30 guards you gotta take out, so they don't get the food and whatnot. Like, ugh, awful. Or guard Emma, or guard Meryl, or guard chicken noodles, or whatever it is in one of them.
Chicken noodles.
I don't know, you literally have to guard against the enemies getting a meal or something in one of the VR missions.
Maybe the guard's just hungry.
Yep. Can't allow them to eat. They have to starve. Yeah,
So,
dunked a head in the noodles.
Noctua NT-H1 Prograde Thermal Compound Paste.
That's what I use.
That's what you use, okay.
I'm a
Arctic
noob, and I
Silver
still
bust,
use...
baby.
Yeah, I use
Yeah,
Arctic
the problem
Silver
is
5.
that Arctic Silver is conductive.
Does the job
because
for me.
it uses, huh?
Does the job for me.
Yeah, but it's conductive, so if you accidentally miss your CPU, you can fry it.
If you're
it
gonna
uses
miss
silver
your
nitrate.
CPU, then you got problems.
How shaky are your hands?
Yeah.
No, it's more or less the people who put a bit too much on, and when they put the pressure on the cooler, it spurts out the side. Like, I would recommend a non-conductive thermal paste, personally.
I would recommend they learn not to put something on it larger than the size of a pea. First of all.
Or a green horizon.
Yeah, you try put a size of a pea drop on Horizon. I guarantee you it won't work.
It's pretty easy to do.
You need more. They're a lot bigger. The heat spread is humongous. Compared to an Intel. It's like
I know,
an
when
extra
you
50%
work on them
size.
all the time though, it's not that bad, but I guess for the casual person, I guess people have a tendency to like just spread it out like butter on toast or something. I've seen people do that.
What you're saying is this it really doesn't matter.
As long as it's not a like Chinese brand that you can't read, it'll be pretty much fine.
How much is it?
I think like Noctua is like it's like $11 here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd buy
That's not
that.
unreasonable.
Yeah, I mean Arctic Silver's
not
5 to
unreasonable,
7,
at least.
so as long as you're not spending like 30 or something stupid on paste.
You only spend that amount for Australian redskin candy.
Jesus.
Don't diss my redskin candy.
Redskins suck.
You suck!
Just dissing the price. Personally, I'll withhold.
Well, it's
any
only
judgment.
because it's not there. But it's like it's expensive because it's not local. It'd be just as expensive for me to buy like some American candy.
Even if it was $5, I still wouldn't buy it. Like it's just okay. Like there's a huge hint of milk, and it just makes me feel uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable with milk?
I'm uncomfortable with milk in that form. Yes.
I like the phrasing huge hint.
Yeah. Oh, you'll experience it soon. I'll mail it.
Excellent.
The first episode of Saved by the Bell premiered August 20th, 1989.
God damn.
Look, I blew up the crane and myself. I consider this a win.
Good night, Ed.
Bye-bye, Eddie. I knew he'd show up. I knew he'd show up. My man. Oops. I'm probably gonna do another run of something.
Don't worry, ass man. I'm currently doing. I'm supposed to go back through that door.
Yeah, there's a new requirement. If you want to stay on staff, you have to run this game. So.
Thankfully, ass man, he runs this game. I think.
Yeah, he was already.
He was way ahead of us.
Cleared way in advance.
Yep.
Wow. GameStop lays off over 100 people, including nearly half of Game Informer's staff.
They're not
That's because
super
GameStop
hot.
is stupid.
Yeah.
I heard the way they treat their employees.
And then there's Trihex, who did a 9-hour-long stream talking about GameStop horror stories.
Oh, perfect timing, Bad Moon. Absolutely perfect.
Time to flip some people off an elevator. That's not worked. I'm bad.
You keep being real smart down there biting my fingers, don't you, cat?
Yes, drop all of that SOCOM bullets that I never picked up.
Sounds good.
I don't know how I'm gonna do Raven. I don't have enough rations.
How many do you have?
1.
How's your health?
Well, I got shot by the camera.
Yeah, you're probably fucked.
There's a ration in the corner during the cargo.
That's the ration I'm accounting for. Other than that, I'm broke.
And you picked up the one by Raven? By Raven outside the door and then in the fight itself.
I didn't know there was one in the fight, no.
The top right corner. Oh, 2 lives.
We got it. We're fine.
This is freaking empty.
Gotta make it exciting.
Oh.
This won't be, though, since I can't do infinite, so whatever.
It's no good.
I can't do it.
Can't do it. I guess the one nice thing about the P.O. box is I could actually just send all my online orders and stuff there.
Yarp.
Grab all.
Then you have to go pick it up.
Effort. Mr.
Correct.
Lazy Man over here. Iridescence.
Well, I don't drive. It is a lot of effort.
I mean, the benefit is that there's no chance someone is gonna steal it off your porch.
Woke up at 7 a.m. on my alarm and it felt like 15 seconds and now it's 1 p.m. I know the feeling. I deal with it almost every day.
At this height, it will kill even you.
It's no good. I can't do it.
I can't be bothered even trying. I'm just gonna do it casually.
Have at you, snake.
Can't be bothered. Got something going there.
Nice shot.
Why do we fight Raven in a freezer? Is there a story reason for this?
I'm not sure why the warehouse is cold.
Well, it's cold storage. But
Yeah, so, well, it's the end of the line. You can't advance without his card, so he's defending. He's basically defending the final door before Metal Gear. Want to pull each other's ears? You know how it is. You go to an island, into a secret underground base, you pull a dude's ear in the cold. Well, not too bad.
Hurry!
It's much better than dying.
True.
A surveillance camera.
Nice girthy 6 minutes of time save, folks. We're about to see history be made. The fourth person
Let's go.
to get a 130 X. And all bosses normal round normal.
Differentiate from my alternate round. No, it's not my first. I've done easy and I've done a couple tries of this offline.
Yeah, he's had a couple of AB runs already.
VE and easy.
He's done VE, easy, normal,
Good job, Snake.
on 20% and AB. I guess I should start saying all bosses, because sometimes people get really confused when I say AB. Just trying to be alphabetical. AB snack pack. It's a yummy set of snacks.
Thanks. And I took like 3
Wow,
continues
this
at
runs so slow at Raven.
the tank just because I was messing up, so I was 2.5 minutes behind at one point.
Dude, Iceman, I could so go for a snack pack right now. Yeah, there's one about 10 minutes from me as well. If I drove. If I walk, it's like 25-30 minute round trip.
Alright, guys, I'm gonna crash out. I will catch you tomorrow.
Goodbye, Roy.
See ya, dude.
Later.
Snake, look, K-Mike. Hold on.
Maybe about a 136, 49, probably.
Hey, I beat Raven. Let's go.
136.49 or 136.50 is, I think, what it should be.
Nice. That's what I call fourth place.
With a 2.5 minute deficit at tank. So dumb. I'll mute this
Yeah,
and submit
2.5 there, and I mean, like
Call
over
it
a
for
minute
now.
really at Wolf 2.
Check speed. And I have to get ready for my job interview tomorrow.
Ooh. What you interviewing for?
Fire extinguisher service person.
You're gonna be a fire extinguisher. How exciting. Just gonna sit there all day. Never get used.
Dude, that's the easiest wage ever.
Just hang on the
I
wall.
service them.
Oh.
Yep. 10409. Alright, that's what I have to beat. Oh wait, never mind, that's PSTV.
Wait, what are you going for?
Fastest emulator time, which is a 1:12 Or I could go roughly for Sora's time, because that's PS3.
Yeah, I've gotten a 104 on emulator, high 104, so I think you can get probably in the 108, 107 range pretty
In
quickly.
saying that, PS2 is pretty attractive. It's not too much slower than PSTV. It's like 3 minutes.
You just run the risk for fast disk speed.
Very true.
The 1140 would be about 1145 by the time I get done. I'll do any percent X something. I don't know. I like this game. I'll throw this one on the boards, even though it's 4th place. I don't like to throw stuff on the boards unless it's 3rd or better, but it's okay, I guess.
I have never heard such a silly thing to say.
What?
If it's not a cup, I'm not gonna submit it.
Right. Good point.
So, any percent?
Probably.
Oh yeah, I need to submit my stage 1 IL time for GB just so I have a free gold cup again.
And
There
your
you go.
tag in my server.
Oh boy.
You're under the former right now, Erie.
Yeah, I saw. I ignored it.
Yeah.
Just like I ignored Raichu all night. Cause I wouldn't give him the best friends tag on my Discord.
I'm just happy I got the adult tag.
My little brother is in the surface. I don't want him to like come into like a voice chat and we making some inappropriate jokes or whatever that a 13-year-old doesn't need to hear.
He's 13. I'm sure he's heard almost everything already. At least I did at 13. So yeah, that's
Yeah,
why
well,
I'm
we're
screwed
not.
up.
You know, this isn't America. We don't just shoot our children if we don't like them.
Blame the Americans.
All right. Every country in the world has guns. Only one has a really bad gun problem. Right now, I'm gonna put that down to the Americans.
Look, I don't know if you've
Or-
ever been in a war zone because those also have guns. Checkmate.
Yes, war zones. Not the local deli corner.
Have
the
you ever been
local-
to a war zone deli? Checkmate.
For some reason, I'm just imagining Python like sitting like a little fucking van on the side of a battlefield, just selling sandwiches to people. No, I've never been to a war zone deli.
Oh,
Well,
speaking of
okay.
sandwich, I forgot I had a cookie next to me.
That
That
has
is
nothing to
not
do
a
with sandwiches.
It's food. It's food, though. I'm gonna eat the cookie.
Speaking of sandwiches,
It's food. It made me hungry. A cookie from dinner.
Speaking of sandwiches, I have a biscuit.
speaking of coffee, here's some prune juice.
Oh my god. Oh.
Well, they both make you poop, so I guess they actually are kind of related. I
Coffee
think about it.
tastes way better.
Agreed, and I don't care for coffee straight. I like the sissy drinks of frappuccinos and stuff.
I'm a big fan of a caramel latte.
Can you say that phrase again?
Big fan of a caramel latte.
Okay.
Of a specific caramel latte, not any caramel latte.
Caramel latte.
I love that, dude.
You making fun of the way we speak?
No.
Hmm.
Listen, you got to understand that the whole caramel thing is a real problem in America.
Some of those McCafe like frappuccinos or
No,
whatever.
you have
they're
no idea
good.
how bad they are here. And we're not
They're
talking about the
s-
McCafe ones, just the ones you get from the drive-thru.
Yeah, no, they're
Those
good.
ones. No, Iceman, the $1 7-Eleven coffees are the shit.
Oh, fuck that. Good thing I don't have one near me. It's in East Toledo, and you don't go to East Toledo.
So, the thing about 7-Elevens in Australia is if you walk out the door of 7-Eleven in the city, if you look left or right, there's going to be another 7-Eleven within your view.
Yes, sir. The entire unit.
You seriously don't have any 7-Eleven
Those two
in
are
South
still
Australia?
alive.
I don't believe you.
The Vector? Yes, sir. Fox died.
We'll go down there and find out.
Soon. Right on schedule.
I don't need to. I have the power
Yes,
of the
sir. I
interwebs.
recovered all
The
of
internet
Rex's
lies.
dummy warhead data. No, sir. My cover is
Oh my god,
intact.
you're kidding.
Nobody knows
You're not
my
kidding. You
identity.
literally don't have a single 7-Eleven in your whole entire state.
Yes.
IGA?
My identity.
We have
IGA?
IGAs.
Disposed of.
Yeah, we have IGA here as well.
Yes. Thank you.
We have an
Goodbye.
IGA that's like right around the corner from me, but they used to have a deli, but they got rid of it. And put a liquor store in there instead. Clearly that's more popular.
Little over. 44. I have a bad disc change or what? That's a large difference.